Hey, what's up guys? It is Stargirl the Practical Witch and welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with another video and today we're going to find out what blessings are coming to your zodiac sign by March 2020. So between the middle of February and the end of February, let's see what blessings are coming. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because it is Mercury retrograde, and a lot of people get really discouraged during Mercury retrograde because unexpected things happen or things slow down, or there might be, you know, like some unexpected delays, and everyone gets freaked out when Mercury retrograde happens. So I wanted to make a video that was just like something positive you can look forward to during this Mercury retrograde. See, there's that Mercury retrograde, you know, for the last few weeks of February, all right? And we're going to do it based on your zodiac sign. So if you know your zodiac sign, you can go to the timestamp down below and click that timestamp to find out. Now, I do want to put a disclaimer. Your rising sign is going to be the most accurate because your rising sign sets the tone of your whole birth chart. And if you know your rising sign, I recommend checking that one out first. But honestly, if you know your rising, sun, and moon, I'd check out all three because all three are probably gonna resonate in some way. However, if you want to know your rising sign and you don't because you're like me and you like to get really specific, what I honestly recommend is just Googling rising sign calculator, and you're gonna have to know your time of birth, place of birth, date of birth in order to get that information, and then it will generate it for you and you'll be able to check that out. So I'm gonna stop going on and on. I don't even think anyone listens to these intros, but that's okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started to Aries. Let's see what blessings are gonna come for Aries in the month of, or the last 2 weeks of February. So first of all, Aries, what I'm noticing when I'm looking at your chart is Venus is going to be in your first house. And when Venus is in your first house, this normally means that a lot of people, business partnerships, work partnerships, romantic partnerships are all going to be attracted to you, okay? Because when Venus goes into your first house, this means that other people are coming to you. So I definitely see a lot of, it could be one of the few things, all right? Keep in mind, not every Aries is going to have the same thing verbatim, but I'm seeing for a lot of Aries, this could mean you enter some sort of work or school partnership. You could have multiple romantic offers. This could mean that there are a lot of women. You make friends with a lot of women. There's just an emphasis on your relationships at this time. Strengthening of your relationships is what I'm trying to say during these last few weeks of February. I definitely get the message too that for some Aries, there could be someone who does find you absolutely irresistible, because when Venus is in your first house, like it is in the end of February, this normally means like it spruces up your appearance. It like really puts Venus in your appearance. So your appearance is definitely going through some sort of glow up. People are noticing you and they're appreciating you more. So you might notice you have a lot of attention from other people during the last few weeks is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So I do see that as a blessing. And I really do hear for some of you Aries that yes, this is a secret admirer, or it could be an admirer you already know about that has made themselves apparent. And I really hear the message too, because artists just flipped out, that because I want to figure out who this is. It could be someone who is an artist. It could be someone who's a little rebellious. It could be someone who, I heard like for some of you, it could be a stoner or someone who's rebellious or someone who has more of an alternative vibe or an alternative way of living. Okay, I do hear that for some of you. Now, the second thing I heard as well, okay, lover. We had that at the bottom of the deck. So the second thing I heard as well is someone who's just like a really good friend to you, someone who's very loving and affectionate towards you. I see that, Aries. This could be someone who's very obvious about the way they feel about you, or this could be like someone you're already in a relationship with. You can notice you get more attention from them as well. So we have the gossip card come out, Aries. So I do feel like as well for some of you, this could be someone who's asking their friends about you. This could be someone that you've heard about. This could be someone you're talking to in secret, or this could be someone I feel like this is someone you probably heard about from your friends, or your friends told you about them, or you met them through your friends, or you've heard about them through the grapevine or something like that. So for some of you, I do see a secret admirer as well. Ooh, and I'm also hearing, Aries, like another message I really heard is I feel like a lot of you are going to feel very creative the last 2 weeks of February. A lot of you, like if you wanted to learn how to sing, if you wanted to learn how to play guitar, if you wanted to learn how to do something creative but you never did, the last 2 weeks of February are going to be awesome for that, because the sun is going to enter Pisces in your 12th house, and the sun rules your 5th house of creativity. So I do see like anything that has to do with creativity is going to be very blessed for you, okay? And I just got the 3rd house in conjunction as well, so another blessing that I see for you as well is like some sort of trip, some sort of successful trip, some sort of successful move, some sort of successful transition in your life is going to happen at the end of February for you guys, so that is awesome. But I want to get more clarifiers on what this could mean. What this could mean for Aries, what blessings are coming for Aries. For some of you, I'm seeing a lot of you could take a trip with someone else, or you could be messaged by someone you really like on social media. I'm seeing that, Aries. So yeah, this could be like a trip with someone else, or someone could message you on social media that you want to hear from during this time. And like I said, that partnership thing keeps coming up, work partnerships, or like some sort of partnership at school, something like that. That's another blessing that I see. Okay, so we also have the direction guardian, which also has a lot of animals. So these people could be very into animals. I'm also hearing they could be someone who is a Leo or a Taurus, because I see the lion and the bull. So it could be a Leo, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. I'm also hearing Sagittarius just because of the bunny and they're kind of flighty. So this could be a Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. And I'm also seeing as well that some of you could be, another great thing that I'm seeing, Aries, is a lot of you could be focused on making your career happen, or a lot of you could be really like finally know what it is you want to do as a career. I do see that for you, because what I'm seeing is that Mars is going to be going into your 10th house during the last 2 weeks of February, which means there's going to be a huge focus on your career. There's going to be a huge focus on what it is you want to do for a living. So I do see a lot of you being very focused on your career or school or what it is you want to do. I'm seeing a lot of people could want to help you out with partnerships, but I'm also seeing as well there's a need for you too to be a little independent right now, because I do see relationships could be a little bit of a distraction for you in the next few weeks. So I do want to point that out for you. So that's all I have for you, Aries. I do hope you have a fantastic rest of your February and Mercury retrograde. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this cheered you up, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. All right, Taurus, let's see what blessings are coming to you by the end of February, beginning of March. So I'm going to go ahead and look this over real quick. March. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw out of this blessings jar so we can see what we're looking with. And I'm also going to be using astrology, but let's see what blessings are coming for Tauruses by the end of February, beginning of March. No, that one didn't feel right. Sometimes I have to just like, let's see what blessings. All right, Taurus, we have a being noticed by someone important card, and we're also going to clarify this, don't worry. Let's see what else. Great public image, fame. Wow, Taurus, this is pretty amazing. All right, one more. And meeting a soulmate connection. Taurus, there's so many blessings for you that is going to happen in the end of February. So first of all, Taurus, you know what's happening is the sun is going to be in your 11th house, okay? So this is really good for you, because this normally means like you have a great public image, your friends really like you, as we can see with great public image. This normally means like you're really loving and sweet, you have a great personality, you're really charismatic with others, and your friends are really just looking up to you as some sort of leader or mother figure. I just feel like, Taurus, like one thing also with meeting your soulmate connection, I really feel like this is more like meeting people you really resonate with, or strengthening your relationships with the people around you, like people who really matter to you. And because of that, people are just really going to see you in this beautiful beautiful way, Taurus. And we also have being noticed by someone important, Taurus. So another blessing that I see is I feel like a lot of Tauruses right now have been working behind the scenes on something, whether it's like working on self-love or working on a project secretly, or like working on something kind of like behind the scenes. That's kind of what I'm seeing, Taurus, because you had your first house ruler in the 12th house. And what I'm seeing is that the last few weeks of February, Taurus, you're going to put out something that you've been working on secretly and internally, and it's going to do really well. So Taurus, for instance, because this is a general reading, for some Tauruses, it could have been you were doing a lot of self-work. You were kind of shying away from other people to really work on yourself, or like spend time working internally on yourself. And then, you know, the last few weeks of February, you're finally going to put yourself back out into the world, and it's going to do really well because people are going to notice how much work you did on yourself and notice how much you've changed, and your charisma is going to be at an all-time high. But for other Tauruses, what I'm honestly seeing is some of you have been working literally on a project secretly behind the scenes, and you're finally going to have the courage to put it out there, because the 9th house is about publishing, and Mars is going into the 9th house at the end of February. So I really do believe a lot of you could start speaking up for yourself. You're going to start being more of your authentic self. You are going to express like some of your inner truths that maybe before you were too scared to express. And because you put out like your thoughts out into the world, because you publish that thing, because you express yourself authentically to the world is what I'm seeing, it's going to be taken really well, Taurus. And because you took that time to really go inward and work on it alone, this is going to do really well for you guys. That's honestly what I'm seeing. There's also going to be a new moon in your 11th house, Taurus. So another thing I really see as well is a lot of you are going to be, so some of the messages I heard for you, Taurus, is a lot of you could be rethinking the people in your life, or a lot of you could be rethinking the groups that you're in, and you could be like deciding to change your friendships into ones that are more in alignment with who you are, because they say you turn into the people you hang out with most. Or for some Tauruses who have been introverted, I see that's really going to change for you in the end of February. And you're actually going to want to start being more extroverted and putting yourself out there. So this is all positive in regards to socially, in regards to your public image, in regards to really connecting with your friendships. Like, it's all good for you, Taurus. So I really hope you have a really good Mercury retrograde. You know what I also hear as well? Like, something from the past could come back. Like, I'm hearing money from the past could come back, or something that you did in the past could pay off for you at the end of the month, because Mercury rules your 2nd house and also your 5th house. So this talks about money and your talents. So you guys could go back to a past talent you used to have, or you could put your talent out in there in the world and share it with someone else, or money or some project you did in the past could pay off for you now during this Mercury retrograde. So Taurus, this is all really great things, and I'm really happy for you. But that's all I have for you, and I will see you later. Bye. All right, Gemini, let's see what blessings are going to happen to you by the end of February, beginning of March. So I'm just going to pull out of my blessings jar to figure it out first, and then we are going to clarify what we see. So what blessings are coming for Geminis in the beginning of, or the end of February? What blessings are coming for Gemini at the beginning? Increase in positive energy. Oh my gosh. So Geminis, you are going to have an increase in mood. That's what's going to happen for you. You're going to be feeling a lot better. For some Geminis who've been struggling with anxiety, or something in your life has been stressing you out, I really do feel like that there's something in your life that has been stressing you out really hard right now. This could be, you know, there's so many different things that it could be. For some of you, it could be your family life, your home situation, because, you know, we're about to have that full moon in Virgo. So I really feel like for some of you, this could be like home or work has been stressing you out a lot. Something's been stressing you out for sure, like emotionally maybe. But I see that at the end of February, this Mercury retrograde is actually going to have you feeling a lot more positive, you know, even though it does mess up, you know, our brains sometimes. I think you're going to be feeling a lot more positive, Gemini, and that's what I see. So let's see what else. We also have increase in popularity, Gemini, and that is because the sun is going to be in your 10th house of reputation, which means like all eyes are on you pretty much, Gemini. People will be looking at you. The sun in your 10th house makes it so like energetically people are going to to be drawn to you and what it is that you're doing. So you might notice that a lot more people are entering your life. You're also going to have Venus in Aries, and Venus is a relationship planet, and it's going to be in your 11th house of friendships for the rest of the month. So I definitely see Aries. You are going to notice you have a lot of people surrounding you. Did I say Aries? This is that Mercury retrograde. I mean, you are going to notice, Gemini, there's a lot of people surrounding you, and you know what I also just got for you, Gemini? There's going to be a lot of supportive people around you. That is what I heard, Gemini. With increase in popularity and increase in positive energy, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people in your life who are having your back, who are helping you out, who are making your life a lot easier, who are just like a huge support system to you during a stressful time, or want to hook you up in some way. That's what I see, like just amazing people around you who are giving you good advice, who are there for you when you need to talk, who are helping you out. All right, let's see what else we have for the Geminis. Gemini, the end of February, blessings. Ooh, I felt one. In alignment with the best version of yourself, Gemini. That is amazing, Gemini. So you know what I've realized? Like, a lot of you have been... Okay, so first of all, when the sun is in Pisces in your 10th house, you're also going to be known as somebody who, you know, is really authentic, someone who's really spiritual, someone who gives really good advice. And recently, Gemini, I feel like you really have been working on yourself. I feel like your energy has changed and shifted, and I feel like a lot of you have raised your vibes really high. And because of that, people are going to start noticing you. And I'm just seeing that you're going to notice that a lot of people are drawn to your energy because your energy has gotten so good. And the end of February, you're really going to notice that. And any changes or unexpected changes, that's what I heard for you, Gemini, that might occur with you in that Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde really impacts you as a Gemini, and it rules your 1st and 4th house. If you, like, for instance, you might notice there could be a change in your physical appearance, or a change in your home, you know, any sort of changes that might happen. I'm hearing it's going to be okay because you're in alignment with the best version of yourself, and also you're going to be feeling positive, and other people are going to be there to support you. So you know what? Maybe we can see, because of this is a huge month for connections, by the way, guys, or like the end of the month is, because you're going to have like Mars, you know, trining Uranus, which is also about groups of people. And we're going to have the sun sextiling Uranus. So you and groups of people, this is all going to be positive at the end of February. And I also heard the message, Gemini, if any delays happens to you, or any challenges happens to you, you're going to overcome those challenges, and it's actually going to turn you into a better person, okay? And I know that's so stupid to hear, and I hate saying it, but it's actually the truth. People who go through the most tend to be people who are more relatable, or people who, you know, can connect with more people because they're able to have empathy for more people because they've been through so much. So anything that you go through is fate and destiny is what I'm hearing, and you are going to come out even better than before, and your life is going to be better than before if you get through that. Okay, so we do have Chiron in Gemini. So I do see, Gemini, a lot of you, first of all, you could be feeling very upset right now. Let's see. A lot of you could feel like people are ignoring you. A lot of you could feel like you're not getting the attention you want from others. You could also feel very alone. You could feel like past things are hurting you, or maybe friends are hurting you, or someone in your life is causing you pain or hurt. I see that, Gemini, like something in your life's causing you pain or hurt right now. That's what I saw with Gemini and Chiron, but I do see by the end of February that is going to be resolved. And I really feel like as well, a lot of you need to start noticing the people around you who want to help you out, who want to be there for you, because you don't need to go through life alone, is what I'm really hearing. Let's see if I can get a little bit more for Geminis. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Gemini, this is what I got for you as in regards to blessings by the end of February. We have the card Be Open to Success, and we also have the 10 of Abundance. So what I'm really seeing with the new moon being in Pisces, you know, that's happening on February 23rd, I really feel like, Gemini, there could be a new beginning in your career, or there could be a new beginning in, like, for instance, you could decide to change jobs into something that, you know, you like better, better. So if there's an ending in your job, this could mean there's a better one just around the corner. This could also mean as well that for some of you, you could get a promotion at your job. But what the message that I really heard, Gemini, is this is kind of like one of those you get a wish come true, but something has to be sacrificed or something is taken away because it was getting in the way of your success. So what I see, Gemini, is there could be a huge shift or change in your everyday life, but this shift or change that might seem stressful at first is actually going to lead you to the right career and the right thing that is going to bring you a lot of abundance as well. So Gemini, that's like a really good thing that I'm seeing. And I also feel like as well, there could be just in general some money coming in for you by the end of February. And I do believe it could be from like a woman in your life. That's the message I heard. But that's all I have for you, Gemini. I hope you have a fantastic day and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, Cancer. So let's see what blessings are on the way for you by the end of February, beginning of March. And I'm actually really excited for this too because I'm a Cancer rising. So let's see what blessings are coming to Cancer by the end of February. And guys, sorry, I had to burp. This is a general reading, so it could be one of the three or it could be all three. Keep that in mind, okay? So one thing I just saw, Cancer, and just heard is there's going to be an increase in your mood and positivity. I feel like you're going to have belief in yourself. You're going to start having beliefs in your talents. I see that the last month was kind of rough for you because your sun was in the 8th, but when the sun goes into Pisces on the 19th in your 9th house, you're going to notice you have an increase in mood. You're going to notice you're starting to feel more positive, more upbeat. You're also starting to have more faith in the future and faith in yourself. So Cancer, these are all good things. But let's see what else. You're going to have a gift from someone else, Cancer, at the end of February. So for some Cancers, this could mean someone helps you out in some way. Someone gives something to you, whether it's their time or money, that really helps your life out substantially, Cancer. So this could be for some of you or all of you. Let's draw two more to make sure. What blessings are coming for Cancer? All right, I feel which one it is. All right. It's going to be connection to spirit and psychic abilities. Cancer, this actually makes a lot of sense because in the last few weeks of February, the sun is going to be in your 9th house of Pisces, which means a lot of you are going to feel very, very spiritual. You're going to feel like you're very connected to your spirit guides, or you're very connected to self-help or religion or like faith in the divine and the unknown, Cancer. You're really going to notice like your psychic abilities or your intuition might be very strengthened, Cancer, and that's because also the North Node very soon is moving into your 12th house. So you can notice like you're having some dreams or like your intuition is on point or something like that. You're just going to feel very connected spiritually. Let's see what else for some Cancers out there. We're going to draw one more and then we're going to clarify it. What blessings are coming for Cancer at the end of February? You know what, Cancer? I'm not gonna lie, I do feel something heavy. Like I'm feeling something heavy for you, and I think that's why I was really high energy for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, but I'm starting to feel very sad for your reading, Cancer. I feel like some of you might feel alone, or a lot of you might feel like you recently went through a lot of hardships. I do see that, and this is a normal thing because the sun has been in your 8th house, so this normally causes a lot of ups and downs with your finances, or sometimes this causes a lot of ups and downs in your self-worth, okay? But I want you to know the end of February, this is really going to be healed, and the lighting's doing something weird. Oh, sorry guys, but this is really, it's Mercury retrograde, but this is really going to be healed for you, healed, okay? And I want you to know that you're not going to feel alone and sad forever. You're not going to feel like it's you against the world forever. I'm just sensing a lot of you just feel very alone and like kind of like not a martyr, but a lot of you feel like it's the world's against you. That's going to be fixed soon. I really do feel that way. Let's see what else. I'm going to draw two for Cancer because self-love. I'm just kidding. Okay, better job and better working conditions. So Cancer, for some of you who your relationships at your job has been strained, because sometimes Venus in the 10th house can cause that, which is what you've had. I just see that a lot of you are going to have like a better opportunity at work, or the relationships with the people at work are going to get a lot better. And I feel like a lot of you too are just going to not be as stressed out with work or at school, and you're just going to learn how to release that stress and give it to God, because you know what the thing is, stressing doesn't do anything, and that's something I've really had to learn, you know, as someone who's a control freak. You can't control everything. If things happen in your life sometimes and you've done everything to the best of your ability, that's called fate, okay? And that fate, and like, trust me, I know, because I've went through a lot of ups and downs in my life. Those things had to happen to lead you to something that's a lot better. So I do see, you know, all of that job stress, all of that school stress is going to be healed. You're going to learn how to release. And I do see for some Cancers, this could mean a new job, or this could mean a better job opportunity, or some sort of positive change in your job or your everyday routine. And I think that's because a lot of you are learning how to release and not get so stressed out. We also have discovering your natural talent. Cancer, that's what's up. So for some Cancers, I also see as well, a lot of you could discover what it is that truly brings you joy, okay? Not just things that you do because you have to, not just things that, you know, you do pick out of necessity. It's like, I really feel like Cancer, a lot of you are going to be very involved in doing something that actually brings you a lot of joy in the last few weeks of February. And I do believe, because the sun is going to be in your 9th house starting February 19th, that a lot of you guys are going to develop this is a perfect time for you to learn and develop your talents, Cancer. Learn and develop your interest and hobbies. That's the best thing for you to do during the end of February, and I see you being inspired to do so. And I also see as well that some of you, this could be a trip too, because the sun is going to be in your 9th house. So I do see you branching off and doing something you have never done before, like traveling somewhere new, learning something new, or like changing what you want for the future that's more in alignment with your passions. Those are all things that I hear for you, Cancer. But let's go ahead and see who this helpful person could be for some of you, because I'm actually really curious. So we're going to go ahead and use these zodiac sign things, because maybe we can get their zodiac sign, because I know I'd be curious. So another thing I heard for Cancers is love hasn't been so great for you recently, or it's been a little strained. Just relationships in general has been strained. But the positive thing is, I do see someone who's helping you out. Like, there is someone close to you who is a good friend or person to you, okay? So yeah, some people might be against you, but there's also some people in your life who really care about you and love you as well. Okay, so the big message I heard, Cancer, is, first of all, this is a big time for you during the last part of February to really balance out your work and your home life. This is a really good time. Like, you might feel torn in two different directions between home and work. I'm just sort of feeling like, Cancer, you need to learn the balance between your private life and your work life, because some of you have had a lack of either a private life or a lack of a work life. There's been some imbalance in your life. You either spend too much attention on the outer world and not enough on the inner world, or maybe you spend too much time in your inner world and it's time to put yourself out there. So I just sort of see that balance. But let's see what their zodiac sign could be for the helpful person for Cancers. What good thing is coming for Cancers? What good thing is coming for Cancers in the last part of February? We have Libra. So they could be a Libra sun, moon, and rising, but Libra is also in your 4th house. So this could be a friend from the past, actually. This could be a friend from the past, or strengthening your relationships with your family members. So that helpful person could be either a family member or a relationship from the past, a friend from the past. This could also be, your current relationship, if you're in a current relationship right now, Cancer. Or someone from the past relationship-wise that you've been wanting to hear from could come back, at the end of February. Let's see if I can get a few more signs for Cancer, though. So we have the 2nd house. So this person could be a Taurus, or they could also, because the second house is ruled by Leo, they could be a Leo. So I'm getting Libra, Leo, and Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. All right, those are the 3 big ones that are coming out, but obviously they could be any sign because I'm reading for a lot of people. But for those of you, you might know who that is automatically. It could be someone in your family. It could be someone, you know, it could be, oh, I also heard Virgo. I also heard Virgo as well because Virgos have Libra in their second house. So you guys will know what those signs are. But let's go ahead and, you know what I'm also seeing as well? I just sort of see like someone's going to help you out financially because Libra in the second house talks about, you know, like someone else's money, someone giving you some money, someone giving you some sort of, I definitely see Cancer. There could also be like an increase in money or an increase in, possessions. But one more thing for Cancers. Okay, and we have the Leo card as well. Yeah, so you're going to be developing your talents, and they could be a Libra, Taurus, Leo, or Virgo. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Cancer. I hope you have a really good day, and Mercury retrograde, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, Leo, so let's see what blessings are coming for you by the end of February. And I am going to use the blessings jar, and then I'm going to clarify the blessings that do come out. So and we're also going to be using tarot and astrology and all that stuff, but let's see what blessings are coming to Leo by the end of February. Okay, so this is a general reading, so I'm going to pull 3. And for some Leos, it could be all 3, or for some, it could be one of the 3. Just try to see which one really resonates with your situation. But the first card I drew was abundance magnet, money magnet, okay, material possessions magnet. So Leo, what I'm seeing actually is in the last few weeks of February, this makes a lot of sense because your sun is going to be in the 8th house. And normally when you have sun in the 8th house, this talks about other people's money. This talks about wise investments. This talks about like just in general, like wealth. So I really do feel like Leo, there could be an increase in your personal finances, or a lot of you could resolve some debts that you have, or a lot of you could, you know, figure out a way to make more money or resolve debts, or you could figure out a way to make a wise investment. I just sort of see, Leo, that a lot of you are going to receive like some physical monetary abundance. And I'm not talking about like abundance in love. Like this has the diamond and the dollar bill on it. So I really do feel like there's going to be some sort of issue lifted away from money or a beneficial increase in money. Okay, so let's see what else is coming for Leos. We're gonna draw 2 more. All right, Leo, so this is what I have for you. So the next 2 that we have is recognition for a job well done, and also karma rewards you and gives you justice. So Leo, pretty much what I'm seeing is during Mercury retrograde, a lot of the times things from the past will come back to us, and Mercury retrograde is happening in your 8th house, and Mercury rules your 2nd house. It also rules your 11th house, and the 8th house is all about karma. The 11th house is about karma too, and your 2nd house is about money, possessions, talents. So I really feel like this Mercury retrograde for you, Leo, is just going to be like kind of a karmic month for you. So for instance, like that's the big word I heard is karmic month. This is going to be a time when you get karmic reward, like the good that you did in the past is really going to be paid off to you. You know what I also see, Leo, too? At the end of February, the sun is going to be in Pisces. And for you, this is actually really good because it's going to be in your 8th house. And for you, Leo, this is actually really amazing because this means you find inner strength. It means that you have went through some sort of huge transformation after some hardship in your life, Leo. And because you went through such a huge transformation, you find out just how strong you really are. And because of that, you have a lot of faith in yourself. So I really feel like the work that, I feel like a lot of you went through a lot of karmic lessons recently, Leo, where a lot of things were up in the air, or a lot of things changed in your life, or you went through some huge transformation is what I'm seeing. And that transformation you went through, or that difficulty and hardship you went through, is really going to pay off for you, and the universe is going to set you up with the right situations, the right people, the right places, the right things. So even though you went through a spell of bad luck, or even though you went through some transformation recently that was quite stressful, it's going to be okay because the universe is going to reward you, and you're going to notice you're a lot stronger than you think. That's a big message that popped up for you, Leo. I definitely feel that. All right, so let's see if we can get anything else for Leos besides money and besides good karma coming back and besides recognition for a job well done, which I really feel like the job well done for you, Leo, is like the inner work that you did, or I almost felt like when I pulled this one, it was almost like the work, like your angels were saying they're recognizing you for a job well done. That's what I really feel like. And they're like congratulating you on the like getting through the hardships, pretty much is what I'm saying. So Leo, I do have sabotager right here, so we're going to go ahead and clarify that because I was asking for blessings for Leo. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you know what just popped out? I saw exorcist. Okay, Leo, so another big thing I see for you as a blessing is the end of February. You're going to successfully get rid of people in your life who were sabotaging you. So Leo, one thing I heard as well is like if there's someone in your life recently who is sabotaging you or deliberately trying to make sure you failed, I see with the exorcist card by the end of February you're going to successfully let go of those people, and it's going to work out in your favor because the universe has your back, Leo. So that's another really big blessing. And I'm definitely, you know what, I kind of felt like that when I saw the karma rewards you and gives you justice, that in the sabotager card there was definitely people in your life who, you know, were sabotaging you, but I see you successfully getting rid of those people and your life being a lot better. So that's awesome for you, Leo, and I'm really happy for you because you guys deserve to be happy. And I know this isn't the easiest time for Leos because, you know, Sun in the 8th makes you go through transformations, and it's just a hard placement, but it's actually a good placement for you because it shows you your inner strength, and it also provides like karmic transformation, things that were meant to happen and lead you to your destiny. So all of the changes you went through, all of the people who left your life, all of the things that happened were to lead you to something better in your destiny. And I really hope you know that, Leo, and I really hope you have a great day. Mercury retrograde is going to be a walk in the park for you, and I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so let's now go on to the Virgos. Let's see what blessing is coming to you by the end of February during this Mercury retrograde. So one thing in particular I'm seeing for you, Virgo, is that the sun is going to be entering your 7th house on February 19th. And when the sun enters your 7th house, this normally means like your focus is on partnerships or relationships or something like that. So I do believe a lot of Virgos, you could be entering some sort of relationship, or there could be some sort of major transformation in your relationships too, because your relationship planet is going to be in the 8th house, right? And that's the house of ups and downs and transformations. And your sun is going to be in the 7th house of partnerships. So I really feel like, Virgo, there's going to be a huge change or emphasis in your relationships, particularly business partnerships, school partnerships, or romantic partnerships. But I'm going to go ahead and draw out of this blessings jar to get a good idea of what blessings are coming to you at the end of February. I'm going to draw 3. This is a general reading, so it could be one of them or all of them. Just try to see if it relates to your situation is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So what blessings are coming to Virgos? This probably sounds so weird in the mic. My apologies. At the end of by the end of February, beginning of March, what blessings are coming to Virgos by the end of February, beginning of March? What blessings are coming to Virgos by the end of February, beginning of March? What blessings are coming to Virgos? Okay, so we have 2 right off the bat. Owning your power and your self-worth, Virgo. That's one of the blessings. We're going to clarify it, don't worry. We also have natural beauty. All right, let's see what else. You know what, Virgo, for you, we actually had 4 blessings pop out for you. So we have wise investment, past deeds coming back. And we also have karma rewards you and gives you justice. So Virgo, it's funny that we got the same 2 that we got for the Leo, because you're so close together on the wheel that sometimes like your blessings kind of blend together. But what I'm seeing for you, Virgo, is first of all, Venus is going to be in your 8th house by the end of February. And Venus in the 8th house is really good because this normally means you get some sort of benefit from somebody else. This could mean particularly from a woman in your life or a female in your life. Somebody in your life, Virgo, I feel like is really going to help you out financially. Or there could be like a gain, like if you're married, this could mean your spouse helps you out financially or or they get a raise or something like that. But I definitely see with Venus being in your 8th house of Aries that you are definitely going to enjoy some sort of benefit from somebody else, okay? Okay, so Virgo, what I'm really picking up for you is, first of all, Virgo, you have been very, like a lot of you the past year have been through a lot of difficulties. Everyone has with the Saturn Pluto, but specifically I feel like a lot of you are really trying to better yourself as people and individuals, but sometimes we fail along the way, right? Maybe you failed in regards to, you let down some of the relationships in your life. Maybe you were trying your best the whole year, but you seem to have kept being met with bad luck. Maybe you were trying really hard, but the world wasn't really recognizing how hard you were trying on improving, or maybe you felt like you were being taken for granted a lot, Virgo, you know, by the people around you. I see all of these things. Maybe you feel like you weren't getting the support that you deserved. Maybe you feel like maybe in the past you felt like you were very much taken for granted or something of that nature, but I see, Virgo, that's all going to pay up for you. That's all going to change for you, and good karma is coming for you, because I know the people who watch my channel do, and don't get scared by the word karma, because I know the people who watch my channel, you're open to spirituality and improving yourself and all of that stuff. So because you actively try improving yourself, because you actively try to become a better person, I see good karma coming back to you, and not in a bad way. The only thing that I'm seeing really, Virgo, is a lot of you might be tested in your relationships, or there could be, there could be some issue in your relationships, because Venus in the 8th house causes ups and downs in relationships, or there could be some fear regarding relationships, Virgos. But what I want you to know is that in February, by the end of February, with natural beauty, what I'm really seeing, because Mercury is going retrograde in the 7th house of Pisces, and Mercury rules your 10th house of public image and your 1st house of appearance, and because it's going retrograde, which means it's revealing in your 7th house, I feel like a lot of you, Virgo, are really going to start being your authentic self. A lot of you guys are going to start revealing yourself to people more. A lot of you are going to start revealing who it is you truly are to other people, as opposed to holding back. With owning your power, Virgo, I do feel as though a lot of you as Virgos, especially Virgo risings, you kind of like the Cancers or like any other helpful, like motherly sign, you tend to shy away from, being authentic, putting yourself out there, putting yourself first. But I really see that at the end of February, that's really going to change. I really do see that for you, and I see you owning your power. I see you revealing yourself more to other people, putting yourself out there more, realizing that you're a natural beauty, not shying away so much from the spotlight or other people. I really feel like a lot of you are going to start putting yourself out there more. And you have Jupiter in your 5th right now, Virgo, so a lot of you are experiencing like a better mood, or you will experience a better mood if you haven't yet. And I just really feel like a lot of you are going to be taking risk, putting yourself out there, feeling more confident about yourself by the end of February. And that Mercury retrograde for you, Virgo, what I'm really feeling like is just going to help you reveal yourself more to other people and those people around you. That's what I really feel like. And I feel like because of that, you're going to get so much more confidence. You're going to notice people like you a lot more than you think. You're going to take off that mask, okay? And I also see as well with natural beauty, a lot of you are just going to be like shining from the inside out, Virgo. And you're also going to have Sun in your 7th house, okay? So this means like this also relates to the image you put on out into the world, okay? So I just really feel like you're really going to start showing your true authentic self to other people, and it's going to be apparent to you who your authentic self is. And I just sort of see that you really are going to be shining, because you're going to be finally like showing the real you, the deep you out into the world. Okay, so let's see what else is what other blessings are coming for Virgos, because that was kind of like a spiritual message, but let's see what other, maybe some Virgos, you might stop wearing makeup or stop like something like that. That's what I get as well. Some of you Virgos could stop wearing makeup, stop wearing a mask. I keep hearing that. A lot of you guys could, start like accepting your natural beauty. That's another thing I see too, guys. So Mercury retrograde isn't going to be all bad. I just feel like you're going to be a lot less nitpicky on yourself. And I feel like you're going to be a lot more open. You're going to put yourself out there more. So that's all I have for you, Virgo. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, Libra, so let's see what blessings are coming to you by the end of February, beginning of March. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to draw out of, you know what? I don't feel the need to draw. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to draw out of the blessing jar. I'm going to pick 3 blessings. This is a general reading, so it could be one of the blessings or all 3. Just try to relate it to your situation, all right? Libra, so I might edit this out because I like to feel for the right ones, but I'll show you guys and then I'm going to clarify it for you. All right, Libra, so the 3 that I picked out for you are new friendship, partnership, either romantically or professionally. We also have feeling yourself and confidence. And the 3rd blessing we have is successful romantic relationship. So for some Virgos, it could be, or Libras. Have I been saying Virgo? I'm sorry. It's that Mercury retrograde. I'm already scatterbrained and it just like really amps up that energy. So Libra, I do see there's going to be an emphasis on relationships in your life, whether it's professionally or romantically. And I also feel like this person is really going to help you with your confidence levels. That's what I see, Libra. This person's going to be very, like, help you feel empowered and help you be a stronger person. So there's going to be some sort of powerful person in your, or like some sort of person in your life, like friendship or romantic, that really helps build up your confidence and helps you be more confident and powerful. And they're really going to help build you up. That's what I see for you, Libra. But let's see who this person could be, because and remember, guys, it could be platonic or it could be romantic, because this is it. Not every Libra is going to meet their soulmate. And this actually makes sense, Libra, because Venus is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships, and Venus is the planet of love in your 7th house of partnerships. It's also the planet of relationships. So Libra, for sure, there's going to be an emphasis on some sort of relationship in your life, whether it's professional, friendship, or romantic. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 cards so we can see who this person could be. It could be one of the 3 or all 3. Just try to relate it to your situation. So that's the blessing I see for you. Keep in mind this is general, so like I said, try to find which one of the 3 relates to your situation. So what person is going to be emphasized in Libra's life by the end of February? What person is going to be emphasized? Oh my gosh. So Libra, there was a lot of cards that fell out, and I'm actually going to leave it that way because I feel like this was like, this means a lot of people are going to be watching it, so we have to get specific. But the first card I got was Exorcist, okay? So this could be someone, like I said, who helps you with your addictions or helps you with like some sort of unhealthy behavior you have. This could also be someone who's really empowering to you, because it says freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So I do see a Libra, you might have someone very beneficial in your life who is a healer to you, who you can talk about your problems to, who helps you work through your problems. That's one person that I see. I'm also seeing someone with the Exorcist who could be very spiritual, or someone who's a healer, such as a doctor, a therapist, or a psychic. That's one thing I see for you, Libra. The second one I have is mentor. So this person could be, like I said, one of the 4. This person could be someone who's older, or who this could be a teacher in your life, someone who is older, someone who teaches you something, someone who kind of like shows you the ropes or something like that, someone you respect, someone you admire, someone who shares a lot of wisdom to you. It could quite literally be a teacher. This could also be like a older person in your family, or just someone in your family that, you know, has a lot of wisdom to share to you. We also have child in nature. So another thing I heard, Libra, this could also be a relationship from the past or someone you knew as a child. I'm also seeing for some Libras, this could be someone who really loves animals, who's really into animals. They could have, you know, multiple cats or multiple dogs. Okay, and we also have the Hermit. All right, Libra. So this person could also be someone who's very introverted, someone who kind of sticks to themselves. This could be a Virgo because it relates to the Hermit in tarot cards. So the signs that I'm seeing specifically for you are Pisces, Sagittarius. I'm also seeing Virgo. For the men, for people who are looking for like who their romantic partner will be or are into males, because these 2 males have a beard, I feel like this male could have facial hair. I definitely sense that. Now for the women, for the people who like, this is like a partnership. Okay, so I'm trying to make this easy to understand. So the males who come into your life, partnership or romantic, could have a beard or facial hair. I'm seeing that. And the women who come into your life, partnership or romantic, could have a darker skin tone, or they could have an olive skin tone, or they could be someone who's from a different background than you. I'm also sensing with the green, this could be someone who's very mothering and protective in nature. I also heard that as well. Or someone you kind of see as a mother figure, or someone you see as being very nurturing, or someone as well who like always likes to feed you or take care of you or kind of treat you like, what's wrong, baby? What can I do to help you? You know, someone like that. And with the greens, I'm feeling like that this person could be an earth sign. So a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. That's what I feel, but it really could be any sign. And for the men, I'm really picking up Sagittarius and Virgo. And I'm also getting as well the sign of Pisces. And I also feel like as well, a lot of you are just going to feel very caring and empathetic towards other people. The end of February, you're going to be putting yourself out for other people. You're going to feel more caring towards others. You're going to want to help others. You're just going to be feeling very like egoless, and you're just going to be willing to help others out as well. There's just like this feeling of, I want to help. I want to be there for other people. So that's really positive. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We also have the 11th house. So yeah, I really feel like this means spiritual friendships and relationships for you, Libra. And I also just feel like too, this just means wanting to help a group of people or a lot of people out, because Pisces season makes us feel super empathetic, and I see that's really going to hit you, and this is something that's going to bring you a lot of joy. I also heard animals, and helping others and being helpful of service to others is something that's really going to bring you a lot of joy, Libra, by the end of February. So once again, an emphasis on, you know, taking care of people you feel like needed, or an emphasis on animals or nature or something like that. So it's going to be a beautiful month for you despite the Mercury retrograde, and I want you to know that. Thank you so much for watching, Libra. I really hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, Scorpio, let's see what is coming for you, or what blessings are going to enter your life by the end of February, beginning of March. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 cards from this deck right here, but keep in mind this is a general reading, so it could be one of them or it could be all 3 of them. Just be sure to relate it to your current situation in life, all right? So what blessings are coming to Scorpio? Oh, okay, Scorpio. So we have the card sex, kiss, hug. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the S word on YouTube because of all their policies. Hopefully I am, but you know, this talks about intimacy and romance. So what I see for you, Scorpio, is I definitely feel like there could be, for some of you, a new romantic connection, a new passionate connection. And you know what's really funny too, Scorpio, is there's going to be a new moon in your 5th house of Pisces on the 23rd, February 23rd. And normally with new moons, this means a new beginning in, right? And for you, it's in your 5th house of romance and fun and, you know, those things. So I really do feel like for some Scorpios, and I saw this for you in your monthly reading too, I really feel like there's some romantic interest for some Scorpios out there that's coming into your life. That's a lot of fun. That's really passionate. So that is awesome. Not only that, Scorpio, the sun is going to be going into Pisces February 19th. And the sun is going to be in your 5th house. So I really feel like a lot of you are going to spend a lot of the end of the month, you know, doing something that's really fun, whether it's somebody or some sort of creative passion, or, you know, going out more than you normally would. This means like your everyday routine is going to involve going out more, having more fun, being involved in some romance. So this is like trust me, Scorpio, the last few weeks of February is actually really good for you, because a lot of you are going to be doing things that you really enjoy. You might notice that you're socializing a lot more. You might notice you're going out and having fun a lot more. You can meet someone while you're out. I also see that as well. I also heard for some Scorpios, you can meet someone while traveling, or someone who's traveling or from somewhere else or long distance could reach out to you. Those are all things that I see, because you have Jupiter in your 3rd, which normally you have Jupiter in your 3rd right now. And that's funny, as soon as I said that, the cell phone card popped out, which says polish your communication skills. But what I get from the cell phone, Scorpio, is some of you can meet this person online, or they could be long distance, or they could travel to you or something like that, Scorpio. I just sort of see that there's going to, for some of you, there's going to be some sort of romantic long distance connection that you meet online, or that you travel to, or they travel to you, or something like that. But I'm also going to draw out of the blessings jar for you, because I know not for I'm sorry. I'm also going to draw the blessings card for you because I know not every Scorpio obviously is going to have romance and love. But for other Scorpios, like I was saying, I just really feel like because the sun is in your 5th house and the sun is your focus, I really do feel like a lot of you are going to be doing a lot of fun things. You're going to go out more. You're going to have more adventures. You're going to be wanting to go out more. And if not that, I just really sense that long distance romance for you. I don't know why, I really do. Or some sort of social media romance, or traveling with someone, or something like that. But I'm going to see what else is coming for Scorpios by the end of February. All right, Scorpio, so this is what I was getting for you of some other blessings. So remember how I was saying there's like a long distance something or some sort of trip? I also drew the fun vacation or trip for you. So there's definitely going to be some fun outing that you do, some fun event that you go to in February. And that's also because Mars is going to be in your 3rd house of transportation, right? And of trips and of short distance travel and of going out and socializing. So I see that for you. And I also have fit, healthy body and great body image. So Scorpio, I also see a lot of you are going to be working out, or maybe recently you have, but I definitely feel like there's going to be an emphasis on your health because you're actually going to have Mars, which is your 6th house ruler of health and routine, in your 3rd house of Capricorn, which means you're going to have a lot of energy to get things done, especially like sports or working out. So for those Scorpios who are really into physical activities, sports, health, or fitness, I see that's really going to pay off for you at the end of February. And this is going to be something that, you know, brings a lot of healing to you. So I definitely see an improvement in your health. That's another big blessing. Yeah, Scorpio, I was really hearing the message of, I feel like a lot of you are really transforming your health right now. I definitely feel that. Or a lot of you are getting really into health or fitness or trying to improve that in a very big way. And I also heard the message, if any of you are in the health or fitness field for work, I also see that improving for you. So if any of you do health or fitness for work, I also heard the message that that's going to go really well for you as well. Now, the third thing we have for Scorpios is extreme charisma and magnetism, and that's because Sun is going to be in your 5th house, Scorpio, which is trining your ascendant, which means a lot of you are going to start feeling a lot more positive, a lot happier starting at the end of February. So even though we do have that Mercury retrograde happen, it's really, for you, Scorpio, you're just going to be feeling a lot more optimistic, a lot better, and you're also going to be feeling a lot more open with other people. That's a big message I have as well, because you know, you have Gemini in the 8th house, so everyone knows Scorpios can be very secretive. But what I'm seeing actually with Mercury going retrograde in the 5th house, I really feel like a lot of you are going to reveal yourselves a lot more. And I also feel like a lot of you are going to be more positive and open and just in general feeling more positive by the end of February. And that's something you can look forward to. So I'm really happy for you, Scorpio. You all deserve it, honestly. And I will see you later. Bye. All right, Sagittarius, so let's see what blessings are coming to you by the end of February, beginning of March. And I know for a lot of Sagittariuses out there, there might be a more focus on your family or your home or your living situation during this Mercury retrograde and during the end of February, because the sun, which is your focus, is going to be in your 4th house. So I really do feel like, Sagittarius, there's going to be an emphasis on your home or living situation or your family life, okay? Like that's a big thing that really came up. For some of you, you could be traveling to see your family. For some of you, you could be looking to change your home. For some Sagittariuses too, you could be like mending or healing some family relationships that you have, or you could just be feeling a little more introverted at the end of February. That's okay, because what I'm seeing for you with the new moon being in your 4th house of Pisces, that's that Mercury retrograde, see? So I see that there's going to be a new moon in Pisces February 23rd in your 4th house. So I do feel like there's going to be some sort of change in your living situation or your home environment, or there's going to be some sort of positive healing and change in your family relationships is really what I'm seeing. For some Sagittarius, it could be like you get closer with your family or something like that. Because what I see, Sagittarius, with the 9 of Wands is a lot of you have been overworked. A lot of you have been, you know, this guy's just beat. He's beat. And that's what I see for you, Sagittarius. Probably last month when Sun was in your 3rd house, or just recently, you were doing a lot of work. You were grinding. You were making things happen. But right now for you, Sagittarius, with Sun going into your 4th, this is definitely going to bring blessings that are mainly in your home, in your family, and that's going to be a major thing for you. And also, Sagittarius, another thing that I'm seeing as well is I really feel like internally you're going to want to, I feel like Sagittarius, a lot of you are going to want to be more authentic with people. Okay, I know as a Sagittarius, I've experienced this as well, because Mercury rules your 7th house of image, your 10th house of public image, and it's going retrograde in your 4th house. So Sagittarius, this is a time when you're really meant to figure out, who are you? Who are you really? Like, you know how, you know, it's kind of stressful sometimes because with the 5 of Pentacles, a lot of you might feel like you don't know who you are, or maybe some of you are struggling with money, or there's too much of a focus on money, or there's too much of a focus on trying to prove yourself to other people. Maybe you still wear a pretty big mask with others. Like, it's hard for you to just freely openly be yourself with others is what I'm seeing. And it's kind of like you're unsure of yourself. It's almost like you have to put on some sort of mask, or you hold yourself back, right? Because you're just not quite sure who you are, or what personality is really you. Does that make sense? Or if not that as well, it just sort of feel like a lot of you might be dissatisfied at your work or your job, or you might be having money issues, or you might feel like you have to work too hard for your money, or it's just not worth the money you make, or something like that. So I feel like one of the blessings you're going to experience, Sagittarius, is this is the time when you're really going to figure out what it is you want. And I think I said that in my monthly video, but I want to reiterate that. So Sagittarius, one thing I'm seeing is a past dream of yours that you used to have in the past that maybe you quit earlier on. That's what I see, Sagittarius. I feel like you had a dream that you had when you were younger of where you wanted your life to go, or who you wanted to be when you grew up. And right now, I feel like that's not aligning with you right now. And I almost feel like, Sagittarius, one of the blessings coming for you is in the end of February, you're really going to reawaken that old childhood dream you had, or you're really going to open up like an old thing that you used to do. Like, for instance, you could have wanted to do something really bad, or you could have had some sort of dream you had in the past that you put away, that you kind of forgot about. And I see you reawakening that dream. That's what I really see, Sagittarius. There's something you need to go back to in the past. Okay, like that's a big message I heard that you should start exploring, because I almost feel like there's something in the past that you used to want, that you used to go after, but you kind of gave up on it or forgot about it. And I see for a lot of Sagittarius, you're going to reawaken that dream. I'm almost hearing for a lot of Sagittarius, there could be like a past talent that you used to have, or like, I feel like for a lot of Sagittariuses, you're just not feeling satisfied at the moment. Like, you're not satisfied with a lot in your life. You're having a hard time finding that satisfaction. But I do see, Sagittarius, the good news is during the end of February, I feel like you're really going to figure that out. And I really feel like it has something to do with something you forgot about in the past, or something you gave up on in the past. I really feel like with Jupiter in your 2nd house, sextiling Neptune in the 4th house, this really talks to me as about like an old dream and an old talent you used to have that you're going to reawaken, and you're going to have a lot of fun doing. And also this talks about too, like finding what satisfies you, finding what it is you really want. Sagittarius, I feel for you. You have Saturn in the 2nd house, so this is a bummer, because sometimes it makes it hard for you to see your worth, or you kind of don't like what you do for money, or at the same time, it's like maybe you are too focused on money, or what you do isn't worth the money or something. So it puts a lot of pressure on you. But the good news is, you know what I see for you, Sagittarius? I feel like there's likely going to be some sort of change in your routine in the following month, with the full moon being in Virgo next month in March, and with the new moon in your 5th house at the end of February. I really do believe there's like the creative talents, or the things that you enjoy and you pursue now, are really going to pay off later for you. And there's probably going to be some sort of change in your career or what you study, because you're going to explore your passions as opposed to just doing things because you feel stuck doing it. Do you know what I mean? Let's see what else for Sagittarius. That's awesome. That is awesome, y'all. I'm just kidding. Why am I like this? I'm trying to be authentic, and now you guys can see what a loser I am, but that's okay. Okay, we also have meeting your soulmate and some sort of connection. So this could be friendship or romantic. Yeah, I really do feel like a lot of Sagittariuses, there could be a strengthening in your partnerships because the 5th house is about romance, it's about fun and all of that stuff. So for some Sagittarius, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it could be one of them or all 3 of them, okay? Just related to your situation, obviously. But for some Sagittariuses, I am seeing like some sort of romantic fling or connection, which is awesome. Let's see what else I'm seeing. We also have positive thinking and a positive mindset. Heck yeah, I feel like a lot of you are going to be thinking a lot more positive, and your mental health is just going to be a lot better in general. So for some Sagittariuses, another thing that I'm seeing is a lot of you could kind of take your focus away from work and kind of just focus on the relationships that are meaningful for you, and also focus on just having fun as opposed to work. So I do see, once again, the blessings are positive thinking, positive mindset, strengthening of your connections, your important connections, the ones that are close to your heart, not like so I'm actually, Sagittarius, going to, because I saw a lot about, like strengthening of your connections, meeting a friend, all of that stuff. I'm going to see, who this person could be, and I'm going to draw 3 cards, and it could be one of the cards or all 3, just related to your situation, because sometimes it's nice to just know who it is that we're actually talking about, right, Sagittarius? So let's go ahead and see who is that important person or strengthening of a connection coming to Sagittarius at the end of February. Judge. So this person could be a Libra, Sagittarius. That's what I'm seeing for you. And Libra is also in your 11th house. So for a lot of you Sagittariuses, I really feel like this is a new friend, okay? I really do feel like that, Sagittarius. I feel like this could be a new friend, actually, for most of you. The romance thing, maybe, but this could also be someone who is a judge or works as like works in the criminal justice system. This could be somebody who is a Libra. This could be someone with red hair who's very pale. Servant. So for some of you, this could be someone who's very helpful towards you. This could be someone who goes out of their way to show you that they care through acts of service. It's a love language. Pretty much there's like 5 different love languages, and this person's love language could be like serving you, like doing helpful things for you, like, doing things to make your life easier, like cooking for you or cleaning for you or doing an errand for you or helping you with work or something like that. This could be also someone, for instance, too, who works in the service industry. So they could be a waiter, or they could be a hairdresser. They could be something where they service other people. I'm also hearing the Virgo came to mind. Virgo. I'm also hearing Virgo. So they could be a Virgo or a Libra. Let's see what else. One more card for Sagittariuses, who this strengthening of a connection or friendship could be for Sagittariuses. All right, we have child and magical, and I couldn't ignore this one because it turned over backwards. And I really feel like, Sagittarius, this is a time when you're just going to connect to your inner child. Like, you're going to be silly, you're going to be goofy, you're going to have fun, you're going to pretend you're a freaking fairy, and you're not going to care. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a time for you, Sagittarius, not to be such a workaholic, not to be such a Debbie Downer, like oh, everything sucks. This is going to be a time where you actually have some fun, and you connect with your childhood and past people, past friendships, your family. You connect with the dreams you had when you were a kid, or the things that you wanted as a kid, right? Or the third person we could be dealing with could be someone who is younger than you, maybe a little whimsical, maybe a little childlike, maybe a little crazy, that helps bring that out in you. So that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a fantastic Mercury retrograde end of the month, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, Capricorn, let's see what blessings are coming for you at the end of February, beginning of March, during this Mercury retrograde. We're gonna see what the positive thing is for the Capricorns out there. So I'm seeing that for some Capricorns, a lot of you could have had some issues with relationships in your home recently, or there could have been some issues with women in your life recently, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, so let's see what blessings are coming to you at the end of February. Okay, the first thing that we have is Uranus, which talks about friendships, group activities, groups of people, and also unexpected change. So there's going to be some sort of positive change, and we're going to figure out in what area of your life, Capricorn. Okay, so we have the second house. So the second house talks about money, okay? That's the more literal thing, but it also talks about your skills, your natural talents, how much you value yourself. It talks about like the fancy things you like what you wear, what cars you have, what your style is. Like it just talks about your material things, your possessions, and your own little flair pretty much. And it also talks about like your values, right? And what I see for you, Capricorn, is recently you've been changing a lot of your values. Your aesthetic is going to change. I see a positive change in your wardrobe, your aesthetic. I'm also seeing there could be like a different way that you're starting to express yourself for some Capricorns. This is a general reading, so it really could just be any of the three that I mentioned, which was like change in aesthetic. There could be an increase of money, or you could have found another talent that you have randomly. You know, there could also be like a change in the way that you make money. All right, Capricorn, so let's go ahead and draw out of the blessing jar to see what positive changes are coming to you by the end of February. This is a general reading. I'm going to draw three. It could be one of the ones that apply to you or all three. So keep that in mind and just try to feel with your intuition which one resonates with your situation. But let's see what positive changes are coming to Capricorn by the end of February. Okay, Capricorn, so you actually got some pretty good ones. So one of the things that I see for you, Capricorns, is we have on the right track to your destiny and also leveling up at work and professionally. And honestly, Capricorn, I feel like these two go together. What I'm honestly feeling like is a lot of you recently have been, like you either spent the year learning something new or broadening your horizons. And I feel like a lot of you are finally on track to your destiny. I know, Capricorn, a lot of you have had a lot of hardships, okay? I know a lot of you the past year, like maybe in 2019, because Saturn was in your first house and you had that Saturn-Pluto conjunction in your first house, there was a lot of, you know, challenges that you went through. But what I really see now, it's like you almost know what your destiny is. You know what your talents are. You've been developing your talents. You've been developing yourself. You've been learning more about yourself. You have more balance in your life. You see clearer what your skills and your talents are. That's what I see for a lot of Capricorns. You've really been developing your talents and skills. You've really been developing yourself as a person. You've broadened your perspective. You've broadened your mind. And now because of that, because you went through so many learning experiences, because you've learned so much, especially with education, I'm seeing for some of you, education, or maybe it was also at the same time, like just learning more about your skills and talents. Now that you've done that, I see that paying off for you at the end of February, and you're going to be right on track to your destiny and who it is you're supposed to be and where it is you're supposed to be. And because of that, we also have the abundance and the money magnet too. So for some Capricorns, these are the messages that I'm getting. It could be one, your natural talents are revealed to you, or you've worked on your talents or some sort of skill and it's really paying off, and now it's time for you to execute everything you've learned the past year. This could be like any skill, like learning guitar, or maybe at work you took a seminar, you took some classes. I just sort of see, Capricorn, your knowledge has really expanded, and now this is going to be the time for you to express your new developed talent and also express yourself as a person. I'm also seeing as well the abundance and money magnet. There could be some sort of change in the way that you make money, or you could receive some sort of bonus. It is tax season. Yeah, I really just feel like I really hear that message. A lot of your talents are being showcased, or you know, at the same time, I also feel like too, there could be some sort of positive increase in money, because you also have Venus in the 5th house, but mainly what I'm seeing, Capricorn, is something creative. I don't know why. I feel like it could be something creative, some sort of creative talent. You found a new way to make money. You're on the right track to your destiny. You're doing your destiny. You're turning into the person you're supposed to be. This is like, yeah, normally the abundance magnet means like literal money, but honestly, with the 9th house popping out, I feel like you've just learned a lot and developed as a person. You found who you were, you found what your talents were, right? And now you're about to execute them, because Sun is going to be in your 3rd house, Capricorn. And what I want to tell you is that Sun loves being in the 3rd house, because it makes you motivated. It makes you feel more confident. Okay, so those are all things that I see, or at least you're going to be more motivated to express your talents to other people, and you're going to be more motivated to get what you need to done. So Capricorn, Mercury retrograde might not impact you as bad as you think. In fact, I think Mercury retrograde is just going to force you to do something that you truly believe in and to believe in your talents and skills. That's what I see. Let's see what else we have for Capricorns. Capricorns, I just get such a good energy for you. I think you guys suffered enough, honestly, and I feel like this is just time for you to level up at work, level up professionally. Okay, so another thing I see for you, Capricorn, that is a blessing, is we also have the 3rd house. So I really feel like, too, some of you could decide to take a trip, or I also heard new car for some reason. So some of you could be changing your car or something like that. Yeah, I definitely see that as well. I also heard like just like some sort of new gadget or new expensive thing. You might be spoiling yourself a little bit, Capricorn. That's another thing I heard too, and there's no shame in that. I mean, do whatever it is that you need to. Yeah, but I definitely feel like there could be a new car involved. A lot of you could be getting some sort of new car or new phone, new social media device, new kind of like camera, something electronic or car-wise. That's another blessing I see for you as well. Yep, because we also have Pluto. So for some of you, I really do feel like, you know, you could decide like something could happen to your car or your phone because it's Mercury retrograde, and you might just get a new one altogether. Yeah, because I also have Gemini, so definitely Capricorn, I just want to warn you, you're pretty susceptible to Mercury retrograde. I really do I saw that for you. So just be very careful. I also see with like those of you who have siblings, there could be some transformation with your siblings, 110%. Okay, so this could be siblings. There could be some sort of transformation in your car or your phone. Some of you could decide to quit social media or something. I don't know. There could just be some sort of travel transformation is really what I'm seeing. So that's all I have for you, Capricorn. I really hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, Aquarius, so let's see what blessings are coming to you by the end of February, beginning of March. Let's see what blessings are coming for you, because there's always a blessing. Even when there's a Mercury retrograde, there is always a blessing. Always. So we're going to find out what that is for you, Aquarius. Okay, so the first card that popped out is car. Get into the driver's seat of your life. So for a lot of Aquariuses, I see that you're going to be taking some sort of trip, or keep in mind this is a general reading. Not every Aquarius is going to be taking a trip, but for some Aquariuses, I really do see there could be some sort of positive trip that you take. Another message that I was hearing for Aquarius is you could get a car, or you could upgrade your car, or it is Mercury retrograde, so maybe your car just like the transmission decides to die out on you, and you get to get the car of your dreams because insurance covers it or something. I'm also seeing, you know, with the 3rd house car, this could also mean some of you could get a new phone or a new laptop, something that's an upgraded version of what you have, because during Mercury retrograde, your old computer decides to shut down, or your old phone. So I do see that. And I'm also seeing as well, for some of you, the 3rd house also relates to education. So maybe some of you could go back to school or something. I do see that as well. Some of you could go back to school or something like that. We also have box, reveal your secret power. And you know what's funny also too is because Venus is in the 3rd house, right, Aquarius? And Venus rules like, you know, your material things like cars, and it's in your 3rd house, which rules transportation. So I do see like for a lot of you, this could mean an improved way of transportation. Oh, I just heard for a lot of Aquariuses, you revealed a natural talent that you have recently. You revealed some sort of natural talent, a talent that you have has become very apparent to you, Aquarius. I see that. Or you're starting to have faith in your talent. You're starting to have faith and belief in your talents when before you were maybe unsure of yourself. I'm seeing that as well with reveal your secret power. And also because Mercury retrograde is going retrograde in your 2nd house. So you have Mercury ruling your 5th house of creativity, your 8th house of Virgo. So yeah, I really feel like this Mercury retrograde isn't going to be that bad for you, Aquarius, at least for one of your signs, because the Mercury retrograde is actually going to reveal to you what your talents are as opposed to hiding what your talents are. Yeah, because you have Neptune in your second house, Aquarius, which means it's really hard for you to see your value, like your talents for how amazing they are, right? Or your skills for how amazing they are. But Mercury retrograde, Aquarius, is going to help you reveal those talents, and you're going to be sure of yourself and your talents and your skills, whether it's creatively or whatever. But I see that. Aquarius, that's what's up. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, you know, what else is going on. I do see a lot of you recently with Venus being in Aries. You could feel very distant from your family. You could have had some issues with your family life, or maybe there might have been like some move. I'm seeing a move. I heard that too, some sort of move. Childhood home. Okay, yeah. Aquarius, I'm really picking up there could be some sort of homesickness. You could feel far away from your family. Maybe you're going to revisit your childhood home. Maybe you moved away from your home. Maybe you're moving back to your home. I just see there's also going to be an emphasis on your family and home and going back to that or something. Remember who you're from and who you really are. And with Venus being in your third house and ruling your fourth house, I do feel like a lot of you have felt very distant from your family, very distant from your parents, very distant from some sort of parental figure. And I see that, you know what, I see that maybe it's time for you to start healing those, right, Aquarius? Or like getting closer to them, or, you know, like, I don't know. I don't want to tell you what to do, because I know Aquarius, if you don't like that. I'm an Aquarius moon, so I'm like, don't tell me what to do. But yeah, Aquarius, I say it with express the ocean of your emotion, that a lot of you are going to reveal your secret power, your secret talent. Yeah, I really do see that, Aquarius. Or it's really going to be revealed to you, like your own self-worth and your talents, as opposed to you being unsure. Mercury retrograde's positive for you, Aquarius, because it's revealing your self-worth, and it's showing you just how good you are at what it is you do, and it's showing you just how good you are at your skills and your talents, and it's also showing you what you really value in life too, because I see that, Aquarius. I see that a lot of you are going to be, you know, going back to your childhood home, or a lot of you could be going back to something from the past, because it's really going to reveal to you how much you need family, and that's going to be a big. So that's all I have for you, Aquarius. I really hope you have a fantastic day and Mercury retrograde. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, Pisces, so let's see what positive blessings are on the way at the end of February for you by by March. What positive blessings are coming to Pisces by the end of February? So we have elevator, rise above. All right, but I'm going to draw a few more cards to really see what it could be. Now, obviously, this is a general reading, so I might get a few different interpretations, but just try to pick the one that resonates with you, okay, Pisces? So I also have lottery, bet on yourself, elevator, rise above. So I feel like the blessing coming to you, Pisces, because the sun is going to be in your first house, is a lot of you are going to be focused on you for once, you know, as opposed to other people or other things or other projects. I really feel like you are going to be working on raising yourself up, improving yourself. You're going to be focused more on yourself and focused on giving yourself self-love as well. Okay, let's see what else I see. Okay, we also have bathroom. Wow. Bathroom, flush away all that no longer serves you. So one thing that I'm seeing, Pisces, is I do feel like a lot of you recently could have ended some sort of partnership, some sort of friendship, or like some friendships or toxic people in your life will fade away. Those things might come to an end. And I think that's because with the new moon being in Pisces in your first house, it's really time for you to start focusing on yourself and making yourself shine. It's also time for you to start instead of like focusing on other people or focusing on helping or fixing others or focusing on whatever it is, I really feel like, Pisces, this is a time for you to focus on you. This is a time for you to flush away like people, situations, and things that are beneath you and kind of rise up with that elevator. That's what I'm seeing, Pisces. I feel like there were people or situations or things that kind of changed or went away out of your life, and it's almost like flushing the toilet after you flushed away Pisces is pretty much what I'm seeing. And I see because you flushed away some old situations, or because you flushed away some old things that were holding you back energetically, whether it's like material things, whether it was like people, there's something holding you back that you felt stuck on. And I see the blessing coming for you as you're going to rid yourself of those things holding you down, whether it's like material items taking up space, whether it's people, whether it's friends, whether it's like there's something keep taking your freedom away. And I see you're going to flush that away, and you're gonna feel lighter, and you're gonna be able to rise above. And with this bet on yourself and elevator, in lottery, I really feel like this is like a level up in who you are. You're going to feel a lot lighter. So let's see what else I see for Pisces by the end of February. But blessings are coming for Pisces by the end of February. What blessings are coming to Pisces by the end of February? I also feel like Pisces, you know what I'm also feeling like as well? I just heard, I don't know why I heard, but for some Pisces out there who have been looking for a sugar daddy, I see you finding a sugar daddy. Or if not a sugar daddy, you know what I also see? I see a lot of you could attract someone who likes to spoil you. With Venus being in your second house of Aries, I almost feel like there could be someone who's dating you, who wants to buy you things or win you over with gifts, if not a sugar daddy. And I see that happening for you. But honestly, like, I don't know, I just sort of see someone who's pursuing you with gifts, or someone who is trying to buy your affection or something. That's for some Pisces, but I'm going to continue shuffling and see what other blessings I see for you. We have companion. Okay, so for some of you, maybe you can meet like a new, I almost feel like there's someone who's going to be around you who wants to spoil you and treat you nice and all of that stuff. I really do feel that way. Or this could mean as well, Pisces, a lot of you could feel like something that's really important to you at this time is intimacy, or having a relationship, or you might feel more alone, so you might go out searching for friends. And it might actually be the thing that pushes you out of your comfort zone to start socializing more or putting yourself out there more. But yeah, I really feel like Pisces, there's almost like a need for you to socialize, or a need for you to find someone, because I see you feeling really lonely. Or if not lonely, relationships are really important to you right now with Venus being in the second house. But I feel like, I feel like Pisces, because I just drew the card light attribute and shadow attribute. Spirit really wanted me to look at the shadow too, because I was only looking at the light attribute. I feel like Pisces, a lot of you have, maybe a lot of you are very loyal. Maybe you are very unselfish, but sometimes you lose your own personal identity in relationship and groups. Pisces is really what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's something I'm really seeing for you guys. And with the moon ruling your fifth house, I feel like Pisces, the reason why you might be feeling alone right now, or looking for a crutch in someone else, or wanting to date around or find a romantic partner, I see that's not the time for you, Pisces, even though that might be really tempting. I'm actually seeing, Pisces, because there's a new moon in your first house that rules your fifth house. And also because there's going to be a full moon in March in your seventh house of partnerships. I actually feel like, Pisces, the reason why you might feel separate from other people right now, even though you might want a relationship, is because this is the time for you to start figuring out who you are and expressing your real self, instead of copying other people, or instead of losing your own identity in a group or a movement or a culture. I feel like, Pisces, sometimes you do that. Like, you have Neptune in the first house, but since Mercury is going retrograde in your first house, I don't think this is going to be a bad thing for you, Pisces. You know what I honestly feel like for you, Pisces? I think Mercury retrograde is going to reveal who it is you are outside of a group, who it is you are outside of a relationship, who it is you are, period. Like, I feel like this is a time for you, because you have North Node in your fifth house, to express yourself creatively and individually. Maybe some of you have been copying other people, or maybe you spend so much time with your friends or your boyfriend, you don't have your own style, or you don't have your own expression. And I feel like, Pisces, the universe is saying, we're going to make you feel alone to figure out your creativity and go figure out who you are, so you can get rid of codependency, or so you can figure out who you are and start expressing your own creativity. That's what I really see for you, Pisces. That's what I see. And you know what? I think Mercury going in retrograde at the end of February is going to reveal that to you. And I think that's going to be a blessing, okay? And we also have teacher as well. So for some of you, Pisces, a lot of you there could be an emphasis on a teacher teacher in your life. Hold on, let me see for just a second. Or a lot of you can meet a teacher. I'm seeing that for you Pisces too. Some of you can meet a teacher. A friend could be a teacher to you. What else am I seeing? Yeah, I'm seeing like someone in your life could be a teacher. Maybe you want to be a teacher, but there's going to be an emphasis on a teacher. That could be another blessing as well. So that's all I have for you Pisces. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you later. Bye.